Hi everyone, I hope you all. This is CoinsKid. Just going to dive into Bitcoin once again. Thank you for support. Okay, big up the CoinsKid crew. So right now, Bitcoin is kind of struggling a bit. You know, I think that what you've got here is a potential wave 4 correction before a final fifth wave down. I'm going to show you, okay, where we've looked at this before, and I think that potentially what we're doing here is mirroring this correction basically that we put in the summer. Now, is it a case of, you know, potential? You know, it's technical analysis. A lot of people say I'm a moon boy or some kind of perma bull that we're always going to go up, but I always show you if you're going to go down, you're going to go down, and your support targets and your resistance is how it works. Okay, so at the minute you're sort of coiling up here. This is quite a nice little higher low, technically bullish pattern. You can coiling up. You're looking for some price compression just there. I do think there's a potential though that we're going to get some kind of little bull trap here, and then we're going to rug pull down, and I'm going to show you exactly where I think we're going to go to, and that for me will be your absolute low in this bull market for Bitcoin. You know, and you're not going to lose these lows. You're not going to go to that 20k. You're not going to go to that 25k that everyone's calling for. Okay, they're going to be there sitting waiting, and it's not going to come. And I'm going to show you a bit of confidence as to why this is the case. Okay, because for me this is some kind of big ABC correction. Like I said to you, look, you've got a big monster wave 4 correction right there, and I'm seeing it just not just on Bitcoin, you know, on XRP, on Chainlink, on VeChain, on Cardano. You know, I'm seeing massive ABC corrections that are sort of showing the rear in the head, basically missing a final fifth wave on a lot of those projects as well. You know, so I do still think you're in a bull run. I do still think that, you know, this is not a bear market. This is a corrective phase of a bull market, as just was this last year. Okay, and that was proven because we absolutely nailed the bottom here. You remember this wick just there? Absolutely nailed it. I was writing thumbnails when you was rolling down here that you was going to come all the way down to 28,800, and it did. It touched it on Coinbase, so it was an amazing opportunity. So right now, you know, I've not got a crystal ball, but I do think potentially everyone's getting mega bearish that we're going to sort of do this and capitulate all the way down to 20k. Fair enough. If we do, we do. You know, especially if we lose that low, then down you go. Okay, and you know, you have got the 1618 fib just there as well. So you know, to validate all of this scenario right now, okay, my scenario is that, you know, we're in this kind of big A, B, C correction right there, and we're looking for the low right now. You know, I'm trying to find this low. There is a potential that this is a low and you're coiling up and you're going to get some explosive breakout, but it is mirroring this correction. Okay, and I don't see anyone talking about this at the moment. This particular correction here is mirroring this. Okay, and I do think potentially this right now where you are is round about here. Okay, and you're looking at some kind of little bull trap before you get the final fifth wave down here, and I'm going to give you the target where I do think Bitcoin is going to go to, and not necessarily to retest these lows, and it's going to be an amazing entry point to go long with a stop loss, obviously, because it can fall through it. You know, I've not got a crystal ball, but you know, you're sort of coiling up here for the continuation. It's good, technically bullish, fantastic, but there's a potential scenario that's going to unravel itself over the next couple of weeks here for Bitcoin, where you're going to start to come up, hit resistance, and then roll, rug pull. Okay, to invalidate that, all you got to do is break that resistance, hold back test, and continue, and start your retracement to this high, and then indeed you are in some kind of bear market, not a corrective phase of a bull market. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? So right now, you know, you've come down in 1, 2, 3 waves, and you're coiling up. Okay, so for me, I think this potentially wave 4 correction, as was this, I'm going to show you, and this is what we're looking for, this sort of big ABC irregular correction right there. Do you see that? So you've actually, it's an irregular correction because you've actually put in a higher high than where the A wave started just there. Okay, so this is what I'm looking at. I'm just going to move that there like that. Okay, so I'm trying to find the low for you. This is what I'm trying to do on the channel. Okay, and I've always done that. I've always tried to find resistance when you're going up and support when you're going down. You know, this is my job. This is what I do for you. And you know, we met that resistance there, and I told you you're going to come down to there. Job done. Here we was getting a little bit extended from the 1618. Okay, we met 2 1618 targets from this low like a boss. This was a little bit extended, a little bit greed, bit of a bull trap just there, and we were looking for some kind of beautiful healthy retracement, but we never got that. Okay, and we lost this low, and we're coming down basically. And right now you can see that this support here is key resistance, and this is exactly where I run into you. I gave you that target just there, you know, and you're coming back down, you run into it again. So there's a bit of confidence that is a massive level of resistance right now that Bitcoin is struggling to get through. If it does get through it, I would say that potentially you are in a bear market. Okay, and you're not in a corrective phase of a bull market, because if you do start to get through it and do something like that, and you come up and you retrace to that high, if you start to roll at that point and come back down there, like I've said to you, that's really bearish market structure. At the minute, all I'm seeing is corrective structure, because this was corrective. This was corrective structure because look what came after. And right now for me, this is corrective. It's not bear market. I know a certain YouTuber is using a bear market fractal, but that fractal's already invalidated and deviated from a bear market fractal. Do you understand what I'm saying? So for me, I do think that this particular dip, which looks like it's going to come, okay, but again, not got a crystal ball, but it does look like it's going to come. You're going to have some kind of bull trap and a rug pull down to this 1414, and I'm going to show you exactly why. Just measuring the wave. It really is that simple. So, you know, there's one thing here. We know that this is some kind of A wave down, don't we? I mean, you've got 5 waves in there, okay? So look, from the top to the bottom, it was exactly 55.88%. Now, this particular correction from this top just here that we put in November was exactly 52%. So if we just mirror that correction that we put in on the A wave for a C wave, and we're done, then you're on the 1414. So my technical target, I do think Bitcoin's in, and I do think it's on a journey to it, to be honest with you, is the 1414 at 30636. I do think that that's your low. I think that that's where Bitcoin's trying to go to. I could be completely wrong, and that's the bottom of this correction. That's your A wave, B, C wave down, correction done, wave 4, over, boom, see you later, optimal entry point. Just like that optimal entry point that I gave you last summer to ride back up, this, my friend, could be an optimal entry point for you to ride this up, this 5th wave that we're missing, where you're going to see massive appreciations, not just on Bitcoin, Ethereum and altcoins. And it's not a bear market, it's a corrective phase of a bull market offering opportunity. So I could be completely wrong, it's technical analysis, but my job here is to try and find the floor. Now this is bullish market structure, okay, but we did create this kind of similar scenario here in the summer, you know, everyone getting really bullish, but at this point I said to you, running into this resistance, and you are in a technical target to this low because you came down, you wicked, not on it. This is where I was. This is why I gave you the low, because it's swing high, swing low. You got caught between. Do you remember? You got caught between, and with that you came down and you lost it. And your technical target was this because you never came to it. That's why I gave you it on the dollar. Okay, really simple technical analysis. With that, you came down, tested that swing low, and that's where you start to come back upstairs and put 2 impulsive breaks, which we traded together. Monster trades. Okay, so right now I'm telling you there is a beautiful opportunity here for Bitcoin to go short on this level of resistance. You might get a little bit overextended, some kind of little bull trap where everyone gets really bullish, just like you did here, and you start to come back down, and at that point you've got a monster short down to 30636, where that could be the low for Bitcoin, and at that point you go long with your life savings. No, I'm joking, by the way. Nothing I say is financial advice. Everything's for entertainment and you know, educational purposes. And again, don't over leverage. Okay, please don't over leverage. You get liquidated and wiped out, and we don't want that. But anyway, this is what I'm looking at, this scenario, and I do think we're playing out exactly like we did in the summer right now. Okay, and I'm just trying to find a low for you. So, you know, this is nice. You know, let's be honest, it is nice market action. You've got the high lows, you've got the price compressions, some kind of reaction is going to happen. You've got the daily 20 coming down. At this point everyone's getting really bearish, but in my opinion I think you're going to get some kind of little bull trap here. You're going to come up into resistance and you're going to rug pull, okay, over the next few weeks, and then everyone's going to think we're in a bear market. Everyone's going to think, you know, we're going to go to 20k and the 55 EMA on the monthly and things like that, but I think you might not necessarily go there. You could do, but I don't think so. I think that this is your low, and we've got the same wave down, and we've got the same structure as well, because look, we've got 1, 2, 3, look at the size of 3, then you've got your 4 consolidation like that, and then boom, your final rug pull, final 5th wave down. Okay, and we're doing something extremely similar here for Bitcoin. I'll show you. So you've got this big first wave down, then you got your wave 2, okay, and then you've got a big wave 3, and you're consolidating right now just like you did in wave 4, consolidating. You've got some kind of A, B, C, D, E pattern in there with a little bull trap before a rug pull. You've got some kind of A, B, C, D, E pattern in there before a bull trap and a rug pull. So right now this is potentially wave 4 coming up to that kilo resistance again before one final rug pull down to the 1414, and I think that that could be your low in this bull market, you know, and then that's it. My job's done. I found a low for you, you know, and that's it. It's a corrective phase of a bull market, and at that point it's not a bear market. It offered optimal entry points, because a bear market, like I said to you, a bear market is this: you come down, you come up really quickly, and then you fizzle out. That's a bear market. That's bear market structure. This is corrective. You're coming down like this. Look at this. It's 5 waves. It's coming down. It's corrective, and it's quick. It's very quick. Just like this was quick. just like this was quick. It's coming down, so it's a big ABC correction, looking for the lows, and at that point you start to come up. This is what I'm looking at, you know, and I could be completely wrong. I'm no expert, but this is what I'm looking at. So yeah, it's basically a little update for you on Bitcoin, you know, a bit of a zoomed out view. But that, like I said to you, the greater you retrace, the greater the impulsive pace. Because let's say, for example, I'm right, okay, and that's it. You know, we've come down, A wave was 55%, C wave's 55%. So if that's right, and we bounce off that 1414 and I've given you the low, then let's have a look at the fib targets moving forward, okay? You can see your 1618 is up there, $114,000. Yeah, $114,000. You know, your 1272 is at 86. You've got the 1414 at around about $96. So that's going to be a kilo resistance, isn't it? You know, moving forward. Anyway, that's Bitcoin. Hope you enjoyed the update. It's a little bit bearish and it's a little bit of bear market hopium, but I'm just showing you something in the charts that's kind of mirroring this kind of, you know, 5 wave down. Right now we're coiling up 4. Right now we're potentially coiling up in 4, missing this final leg down and this sort of rug pull where you grab all that liquidity and everyone thinks, oh shit, it's going to go to 0, and they're selling at these levels. That's called capitulation. And at that point, you know, you start to come back up, and I've given you the low at 1. The 1414 at 30636. Okay, so for me, what I'm looking for right now as a trade is a little long off this support to come up, and then I'm going to short that level of resistance. I could be completely wrong. This is why you use stop losses. At that point, you reject, and you had the little rug pull leading into April. At that point, you come down to 30636 for Bitcoin, and that's it. That's a low, you know, and you found your 5 waves down basically for Bitcoin. Bit of hopium. Take care, everyone. Back to another update on Bitcoin. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. Bye bye.